Ladies and gentlemen, Erco. Hey,
What's going on, David?
how, how you doing?
Great, man. Another day in paradise. How about you?
Man, I'm feeling so blessed, man. Just so blessed.
Word, word.
Thank you for taking this time out to meet with me. Um,
Of course.
there's so much that I want to talk to you about, but for the sake of the call and for the sake that IG doesn't really allow me to be on here like long, I'm just gonna jump right in there. First of all, for everyone that's watching, this is Irko, Platinum Engineer. Follow him at Irko Studio Beat. He's amazing. And as an engineer, what can you say has been like your best experience or your favorite part of what it is that you're doing in the biz?
Working with you, of course.
Hey! I had to do that, man. I had to do that. That's dope. Out of all the people that you got, man, and
Out of all the people, man. Out of all the people.
let me tell y'all this. I appreciate you, bro, because unbeknownst to y'all, Irko actually is in the process of finishing a Roots project. I know that you can't give us any information on that, but the mix-wise, I know that there's a lot of time that goes into it. So thank you for taking that time out. You know what I'm saying? To just and when you get a chance, man, I met them at the Summer Spirit Festival with DJ Quicksilver not too long ago. Maybe all of like last year. Traveling around and had a chance to just chop it up with Questlove and Black Thought. So when you get a chance, man, just let all of them know that I said what's up. And say what's up to Mama, too, the manager. Mama, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, sure. Man, you've worked with a lot of people. I think for me, I have one of my biggest questions is, as a student of the game, two, maybe three of my biggest artists you've mixed. My favorite artists, right? My favorite artists, Jay-Z. You mixed a Jay-Z project. You mixed a Kanye. Between those two guys, man, for me, who was your favorite, and what was your favorite record to mix by them?
So my favorite records to mix, this is generally speaking, is those that are well produced, and by that I mean the blueprint of what the final product will be is already built into the production and the songwriting, the arrangement, all of that stuff. And I say that because that allows me to not be very concerned with problem fixing, and more I can dedicate a lot more energy towards the art of mixing, and making it sound this way or that way or whatever the case may be, right? And so that alleviates all the issues of solving problems, and I can get to be more creative, right? That being said, of course, there's a extra piece of payment when I'm working with a celebrity because of the magnitude of the music and the potential audience that's already in place in for people that are already established. But don't get it twisted. That's not where my heart is. Like, my real passion and the reason why my drive is so strong when working is not for the fame of the artist per se, right? Granted, usually the artists that are big are at that magnitude because of their artistry, right? For the most part. But so all I'm saying is it's not really about the clout of the artist, but it's about the song. It's whether if I like the song or not, and if it speaks to my heart. Then, of course, I hope that every one of the mixes that I do every day will impact millions of people and be heard by millions. And of course, when I go and see some of my songs that I mix, there are, 50 million deep. I'm like, shit, man, 50 million times this song has been heard, and
yeah, exactly.
50 million people have heard that little knob twisted or that little thing
that you did, yeah.
Right there, so that of course is part of payment, Just like, you know, when I'm often called in to go and see my clients perform at the shows and stuff, and to see an arena of, you know, thousands of people jumping up and down to some shit that I mixed. That's of course just beautiful, you know. But yeah, I can't stress enough how it's about music for me and not about the, you know, the audience of, or the stature of the artist. That's why I work with a lot of independent artists, you know, because it's about the music for me.
Man, I'm like grateful, you know. Shout out to my attorney, Jan Walden. I spoke to him this morning. But, you know, I attribute our connection really off of just knowing him. So, you know, here we are today, like 10 years later, from him giving me your connect and just like, you know, letting me know, listen, when you go to this guy, you're going to have to put the money up, but your investment is going to be well secured, you know, and just by, you know, the due diligence of getting somebody that has the ear, you know what I mean, and the technological experience, you know what I'm saying? So I always took you so serious, man, and you really didn't get the chance to give me the answer that I wanted, which was like, what record was your favorite record to mix by them? Just because I've listened to pretty much all of their work, you know what I'm saying? But I know you got a lot of projects. I know you probably have some stuff that you can't even say what you've done. I understand there's a lot of like that. The industry is very sewn up. You know what I mean? It's very hush hush. So I get it.
It's a little funny. Well, yeah, I did Kingdom for Jay-Z. That's the album cover that's red. In fact, I have the plaque somewhere, but I'll show you that some other time.
Yo,
and
please.
For Kanye, I did multiple songs, but the biggest one, I guess, the one that's called "Stay Up" with 88 Keys. The one where he and 88 are old. They like have you know, a old.
Yeah.
But I've done even more recent stuff. But you know, it's all for now.
Hey man, well, Kingdom Come is like one of my favorite records, and you know, I met Just Blaze when he was over at Stadium Red, and he was the one that did that one, right? He did the actual production on that one, right?
On some of the tracks, yeah.
Yeah, so that was sick. That was out of here. You know, I love that project. I love the actual single Kingdom Come where he sampled Rick James, the Super Freak. You know what I'm saying? And then they flipped it. I just love that. So, but you talking shop with the one and only platinum engineer, Irko Studio Beat. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, I'm excited to have you on here, man. Thank you for dialing in.
We're talking shop with David.
All the way in California. Huh? Say it again?
For sure. Check it out. They can do the same trick too. Watch.
Hey! Hey, well, look. Which one is easier? Is it easier for me to play the record, or is it easier for you to play the record?
It's easy for you, I think. You have the whole setup over there, right?
Yeah. I'm already queued up, ready to go. How many hours did you put into this record before we played it?
Who knows, man? Long hours. I would say, you know, maybe 10 for the actual mix, and then all the revisions we've done. I don't know. I don't keep track, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. All right, so I got one more question for you, but it's going to come after we play the song, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, as I stand up here proudly and present to y'all my first official, I call it radio-ready single, produced by myself, executively produced by myself, co-produced by my boy Cameron Prince in London. I appreciate you, bro, out there in London. And then mixed and executively mixed by my man, the one and only Erco, Studio Beat. Ladies and gentlemen, this song is called Winter State of Mind. on streaming platforms everywhere. Let's go. Whoop. Woo!
You ain't a real hustler unless you lost it all and got it back. I'm a winner, 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 winner. But I know that you chose because you know that I just won't give up. I won't give up. I ain't no quitter, nah. I ain't lost it all and got it back. Why? Cause I'm a winner, 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 winner. And we gon' do this for all of them nights that we ain't had no dinner. Dinner, dinner. Don't forgive me cause I'm a sinner, but I'm a winner. You ever work so damn hard you forget to eat? Missing sleep, trying to touch your first 100,000 up in them streets. In the same breath, you can taste the victim and feel the feet. I'm from the place they take your J's and tell you go beat your feet. City of the Nike boots and 992. Hide the product in the soccer butter 992. See the carpet run the block in my 992s. Lost a lot but got it back, that's why I cannot lose. Cause I'm a winner, 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 winner. But I know that you chose me cause you know that I just won't give up. I won't give up. I ain't no quitter, nah. I done lost it all and got it back. Why? Cause I'm a winner. Winner, 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 winner. And we gon' do this for all of them nights that we ain't had no dinner. Dinner, dinner. Cause I'm a sinner, but I'm a winner. What you mean if I'm flipping the boom all up the bread? I'm waking up on the floor with no fucking air in your bed. No ball-made meals, it's ramen noodles instead. Can't pick up the phone, the line is tapped by the feds. Ain't no elevators, nigga. We call the stairs. That's why you and I, nah, we don't compare. My only competition is the one in the mirror. God, the only one can judge is the only one that I fear. I'm a true testament that hard work pay off. I can still remember the day that I got laid off. Became a boss and took an oath and never take a day off. Fuck anyone that told me no, nigga, cause that's they lost. I'm a winner, 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 winner. But I know that you chose me cause you know that I just won't give up. I won't give up. I ain't no quitter, nah. I done lost it all and got it back. Why? Cause I'm a winner, 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 winner.
Woo!
And we gon' do this for all of them nights that we ain't had no dinner. Dinner, dinner. Don't forgive me cause I'm a sinner, but I'm a winner. Now first they gon' laugh at you. Make it through the worst and how you do it. The only thing that they gon' be asking you is cool though. Gratitude is still my attitude though. Against all odds, I'm act like Steve Jobs. Nigga, fuck what you heard. I'm the rap Mark Zuckerberg. Fuck what they say. I'm the rap Bill Gates. Hey, the piece of my energy.
Hey.
Got the same trick. Had a lot of ambition, but not a pot to pissing. Ownership in this game is what we really missing. 300 years of slavery behind the line of scrimmage. When the one I told them that I wasn't tripping. This 2020, now they got the vision. Look at throw on my wall to apparel. Winner, 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 winner. Lord, I know that you chose me because you know that I just won't give up. I won't give up. I ain't no quitter, nah. I done lost it all and got it back. Why? Cause I'm a winner. Winner, 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 winner. Hey, and we gon' do this for all of them nights that we ain't had no dinner. Dinner, dinner. Don't forgive me cause I'm a sinner, but I'm a winner. I'm a true testament to hard work pay off. I can still remember the day that I got laid off. Became a boss and took an oath to never take a day off. Fuck anyone that told me no, nigga, cause that's they lost. Now we winning, winning. Hey, hey, Erco, it's just beginning. Beginning.
Woo! Woo! Now, before we go any further, without further ado, I have to take a moment and thank the two women that and I wanted to wait to the end because they're that important to me. Miss T Mac, I appreciate you. Miss Yolande, thank you so much for killing this record. Thank you so much for staying focused. And I know we went through a whole lot to get this record recorded, but I just want to thank the both of them because this song would not be what it is without them. So I thank both of them women from the bottom of my heart. Irko, I thank you. Cameron, I thank you. And to all the fans out there, all of the fans, all the supporters around the world, including the haters, I love all of y'all and I appreciate every last one of y'all, man. Thank you so much. So, yeah, man, my last question for you, Irko, before you're out of here. I'm a student of the game, right? You said at the very beginning of this that for you it isn't for the clout, me neither. For you, it's not about the artist name. You do it for the artists that really have like the production together. And we never really got to talk whether this was a hassle for you production-wise or if this was an easier on the kind of other side of what you described. So in terms of critique, which side was I on? Was I either on it was harder because the arrangement wasn't as good for you and you had to put more emphasis into that, or was I on the other side, one, and number two, what can I do going forward to make our work relationship stronger and better and overall make me better as an artist and as an executive?
Word. Okay, so first thing is the production and the lyrics in the song that you made on it, Matt. I think that's one of the genius component of you, that intent in the music and the same intent is reflected in what you're saying, which, by the way, I resonate with very, very much. You know, you're all about success and in the culture forward, and I think it's very necessary, especially nowadays with everything that's going on around us, like that you're infusing that kind of knowledge and that aspiration and that you know, it's a braggadocious I'm this, I'm that. It's about I'm achieving this by doing this and this and that. So it's more than just say, hey, I got this, I got that. I like that a lot. I feel like any coming up kid that's listening to those lyrics is gonna get it, is gonna want to even more to achieve that, and in a way you're given somewhat of a blueprint for that. So that's fantastic. I love that, and it goes very well with the music, the production. So you're using the sample. There's very you know, a lot of energy in both the drums and the sample and the bass, of course. So it's going very well together. It's a good there. So that's the first thing. The second thing about the how we can improve things, the future a better place. I think you're already on the right track, but you have a signature sound, you know, you're you have a household name and a signature and an interesting approach I'm talking about is very important for the future. And I would say the only thing, you know, I don't need to school you on your music. You're doing it very, very well. And anything that I'm gonna be involved with in terms of the engineering is secondary to your message and your aesthetics and your creativity, right? Whatever you're gonna give me, I will react and make the best of what is given. That are always apply the audio world, and that's, you know, fact of physics, right? And I would say that one of the things that we're using, you know, we have 2 channels, and in each of these channels we have a frequency band that's limited, 20,000 hertz all the way down to 20 hertz. More, I mean, you know, the extreme of bands can be a little funny sometimes, but that's the space that we got. So one of the rules of thumb for production is that the more instruments, the more introduced in a piece of content, the more error, right? So as counterintuitive as it can get, if you have only 3 sounds in a beat, the 3 sounds will take, right? It's not exactly like that, but you see what I mean? We're just dividing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, if downs, we got a U and divide it by 300. So each of them will occupy a way less space, right? So
Yes.
as a general rule, less
hold on.
whatever the case.
Say that one more time. The general rule is what?
The general rule. Each of these components will be perceived in a bigger manner. So, and create a that still conveys your message with less track counts, less instruments, less parts, whatever the case may be. This will be ultimately bigger audio experience in the final outcome. But like I said,
yeah,
all the audio stuff is always secondary to the art. So if you need another part, another track, another whatever voice in your song to convey your message, then by all means do let audio dictate what your artistic output is. That's never a wise thing to do, you know. But all in all, I think you're definitely on the very right track, and signature sound. That's fantastic.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for coming on here. I know that you're a very busy guy. I know besides like the Roots, you probably got several others that you're working on. So, you know, again, just thank you for everything. we'll be in contact. I have more records that are on the way, and I'm looking forward to doing more with you, man. So thank you again for this, and the sky's the limit to all of the fans out there. This is a very special moment. This guy does not come out very often, so when he does, and you know, just being so focused, man, I'm really, really a student, and I appreciate all that you give to me in terms of the mixing side, because production is my world. So for me to get this mixing side right, it's like we unlimited after that. You feel me? Really unlimited. So I appreciate you just helping me get to the next level, man. So I appreciate you. Thank you again. Much love.
Thank you for trusting my ability.
Yeah, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Erco Studio Beat. Follow him right now. The song is called Winter State of Mind. Stream it right now. It's on all stores. It's on all the platforms. Go download it. Go buy it. Share it with somebody else, man. This is a record that everybody needs to hear, man. Winter State of Mind. Thank you for watching.
All right, brother. Take care, okay?
You too. Peace.